I want my dear children, welcome all of you to my YouTube channel. Dear children, so today we are going to learn the first lesson of your third term. That is, I'm not going to say that. First of all, I'm going to show you something. Here, if I write a number pattern like this, 2, 4, 6, 8, and if it continues, as you can see in here, this number pattern is made by adding number 2 to each term. Number 2 to each term. If a number pattern is made by adding a term or by subtracting a term, then that is known as arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progressions. Here, now, what we are going to learn today is arithmetic progression. Here, as you can see, this is the first term of this number pattern. First term of this number pattern. And this is the second term of this number pattern. And this is the third term of this number pattern. If it continues, if we want to find a number in this number pattern in somewhere, we would name that place as nth place. Now that answer should be Tn. I'll explain it to you later. Now imagine if we want to find the nth term. To find the nth term, you have to remember this formula, that is Tn equals a plus n minus 1 into d. Tn equals a plus n minus 1 into d. Imagine if we want to add all these terms. 2 plus 4, 6, 6 plus 4, 12, 12 plus 8, 20. Likewise, if you want to add all these terms up to nth term, then we would say that sum up to nth term. Sum up to nth term. Then you have to remember this formula. Sn equals n divided by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. If you want to find out the summation, the addition up to the nth term, then you have to remember this formula. And there's another more thing you have to remember. If they have given you the last term of this number pattern, if you want to find out the summation, then you have to remember this formula. Sn equals n divided by 2 a plus l. You have to remember this formula too. Now, you might be wondering, what are these terms stand for? What are these terms stands for? Okay, I'm going to explain it to you. First one, Tn means nth term. Sn stands for sum up to the nth term. Sum up to the nth term. Now, and there is another thing, n stands for nth place. Then a means the first term. Then L means the last term. Hope all of you can understand what are these terms stands for. Tn means nth term, Sn means sum up to the nth term, n means nth place, A means the first term and L means the last term. They are easy to remember. But what does this D stands for? D means common difference. Common difference. Common difference. Common difference means they might have given you in the textbook uh, to find the common difference in a various way, but I'm going to give you an easy method to remember. Imagine you have to choose two consecutive terms rather than the first term, and you can easily get this D by subtracting the left term from the right term. Subtracting the left term from the right term. Imagine these two consecutive numbers, 6 and 8. Now what is the right term? That is 8. And the left term is 6. Then when you subtract 6 from 8, it will be 2. If you take another one, then 4 and 6. Which one is right now? That is 6. And left is 4. Then when you subtract 4 from 6, it will be 2 again. So the common difference means that number. Common difference is used to make this number pattern. When you add the common difference to the first term, you can make a number pattern which is known as arithmetic progression this year. The number patterns previously known as number pattern, they are known as arithmetic progression in grade 10 now. Now, let us see how we are going to use all these formulas. Okay, for that thing, all of you have to turn to the first exercise.
Okay, my dear children, now let us again recall what we have learnt about arithmetic progression. Now you know that if the number pattern is like this, then somewhere the term is Tn. So if this kind of a number pattern is known as arithmetic progressions, and you know the first term is 2 and the second term is 4 and the third term is 6. And you know, now if we want to find out the nth place, then you have to remember this formula. Tn equals a plus n minus 1d. Now if you want to find the sum up to the nth term, then you have to remember this formula. Now you might be wondering again, what are these terms stand for? So a stands for the first term, Tn stands for the nth term, Sn stands for sum up to the nth term, N stands for nth place, and D means common difference. To find common difference, you have to take two consecutive numbers and then you have to subtract left from the right. That is what you have to do.
Okay, now all of you come to exercise 24.1. At the first question, they say that find the first 5 terms of the arithmetic progression for each of the following situations. So I thought to use the question B. Exercise 24.1, first question B. Now, at that question, they have given you the first term as a equals minus 3 and the common difference as 4. Now, in here, my dear children, to find the first 5 terms, as I told you before, you have to add the common difference to the first term. Then it's easy. Minus 3, when you add 4, it will be 1. Then again, if you add 1 and 4, it will be 5. Then again, if you add 4 again, then it will be 9. Then 9 plus 4, it will be 13. Then it may continues, but they have asked us to write first 5 terms only. So as you can see, it's very easy. Now if you move on to the second question, find the indicated term of each of the following arithmetic progression. Now, before I do that thing, I thought to give you some steps to follow. If you follow these steps, then there will be answers very easily. So you can find the answer very easily if you follow this step. First thing that you have to do is, first of all, you have to decide either you are going to use Tn or Tn or Sn. Here, how to decide that is if they have mentioned summation, sum, total, all, or those kind of terms, then you have to use Sn. Either then you can use Tn. Now for the second step, if you use Tn, then you have to write down these four terms: Tn, A, N, and D. Then if you use Sn, you have to write down these four terms. Then Sn, A, N, and D. Now for the final step, you have to follow this step. Substitute correct values and simplify. Okay, now let us see how we are going to do the second question of this exercise. Second question, I thought to use the first, that means A, question A. And there they have given us that 13, 15 and 17, an arithmetic progression as 13, 15 and 17, and we want to find the 10th term. Therefore, now you know, because they have not mentioned any summation, total, all, likewise synonyms, so we can use Tn. So we can write that Tn equals A plus N minus 1D. Now, next step was to write down these four terms like this: Tn, A, N, and D, like this. Then thereafter, again we have to come to the arithmetic progression. And there, the first term is 13. First term is 13. Now, do we know the common difference? We know the common difference. You know that I told you that to subtract left from the right. So I would take 15 and 17 as the terms, as the two consecutive terms. Then I'm going to subtract 17 minus 15. It will be 2. Therefore, I can write the common difference as 2. Now we want to find out the 10th term, that is a place. So therefore, we can write it as 10. Now we want to find Tn. It's easy, my dear children. Now we have to substitute it correctly. So I would write T wherever N, I'm going to write 10. A means 13 plus N means 10 within bracket 10 minus 1. D means 2. It's easy. So here, according to the Bodmer's theory, now we have to simplify. You know that we have to simplify first of all the bracket. That will be 9. There is a bracket. Brackets means a multiplication. 9 times 2, then plus 13. So here first of all we have to take 9 times 2 according to the Bodmer's theory. So it will be 18. We have to add an 18 and 13. Then our answer will be 8 plus 3 is 11. 1 remains. 1 plus 1 is 3. 31. So if you follow these steps, you can easily find out the answer. There is nothing to worry and nothing to think. So I hope that you will try my method and will do all the corrections in the exercise. So there are some more in this lesson. I'm going to meet you in my next video to explain those exercises. Okay, then I warn all of you,